Good morning. Craig Howard here. Happy to be with you again this morning. Um, I'm joined by Scout today. Anyhow, yesterday I told you about going and working with a young man who had made some bad decisions in his life. As it turns out, um, he was a little bit more of a victim of circumstance than he was bad decisions. He was forced to leave the school that he had been in because the family members that he had been staying with had taken too many people into the home, and he was asked to leave, that there was just too many there, and he was the youngest and most able, and he was asked to leave, and he had no place to go. He tried to work out, he tried to ask them to let him stay a little longer or to try and have time to work some things out. But he comes from a rough family, and the family hadn't treated him very well. They never have most of his life, except for his grandmother here in Petersburg. So anyhow, on our way back, we were talking, and I can't remember. There was something I asked him about why he didn't call sooner or why he didn't contact me sooner. And he said, I just feel like I need to do things on my own, like I need to take care of things myself. And I made the statement that the more I've thought about, the more I believe. I said, nobody gets through this life on their own. Nobody succeeds on their own. Yes, there's nothing wrong with taking responsibility yourself for your actions, but nobody makes it through life on their own abilities, on their own strengths. I said, I've been a pastor at my church for 40 years. And in those 40 years, I've received all kinds of help from all kinds of people in all kinds of ways. And I would not have accomplished the things that I've accomplished were it not for the help of so many people. And I said, you're not going to get through this life just trying to do everything yourself. There are people around you that care about you. There are people around you that love you and want to help, and you've got to give them the opportunity to help when that opportunity arises. I don't mean that you just completely rely on somebody else. I don't mean that you don't do your part and do what you can do, but there's nothing wrong with receiving a helping hand from somebody who cares about you and somebody that loves you. And he said, well, I just never thought about it like that. He said, I just always felt like I had to do everything myself, that I had to prove that I was capable of taking care of myself. And I said, I don't know anybody who is capable of getting through this life completely on their own. We need one another. I think of the Apostle Paul, who, yes, he developed the skill as a tent maker to help support himself, but the reality is he also reached out to churches and thanked them for their assistance and even asked for some assistance and would ask for certain people to come and spend time with him and help him. And so, it's just not a good idea. Genesis chapter 2 verse 18 says, the Lord says, it is not good that a man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. Even in the very beginning, God looked at Adam and said, he can't do this by himself. He needs somebody to be by his side. He needs somebody to help him. Over in Galatians chapter 5, verse 13, it says, you were called to freedom, brothers. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another. So I guess the thought for this devotional is to realize, number one, people need your help, that they can't get through this world completely on their own. You reach out and you help your children, you reach out and you help your dearest friends, but sometimes we have to reach out and help people that aren't our closest friends. Last night, um, I was working to help a young woman whose apartment had caught fire and burnt, and she needed a place to stay, and she needed some help with some food and fuel for her car. She's a young lady that I've known for a while. She's in a bad situation, and she's doing everything that she knows how to do to get herself on track, but there's limits to her resources. And so we took care of getting her in a safe place last night, and taking care of her and helping her out. And that's just the right thing to do. And just as it's right for us to help others, it's also right for us to be willing to receive that help when we're the ones that are in need of that help. There's nothing wrong with allowing somebody to be God's blessing. Give it some thought. Hope you have a good day today. I've got to go. God bless you in all that you do. Mom and Dad, if you're watching, I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.